Thank you, Mr. Norton.
I'd like to thank Lou for pointing out the 10th Amendment. I was the primary sponsor of the state sovereignty resolution saying that unless it's specifically designated in the Constitution that it's the responsibility of the federal government, it was right to let the state order the people. And that's an important thing that we here in Ohio need to use to push back on Washington and all the out-of-control government that's going on right now. So, just wanted to thank you for having me here today. And we all know that we have some important decisions to make this year for our state and for our nation. Whether you live in Mansfield, Shelby, Ontario, Belleville, Butler, or Lucas, these decisions are vitally important. And I want to tell you a little bit about myself, my background, and why I hope to earn your vote on May 4th. When I was 25, that was a few years ago, I was elected my first term as Delaware County Commissioner. In that race, I was outset by my opponent and beaten by a nearly 2-1 margin. And during my first term as the county commissioner, I led the charge to successfully cut property taxes, which was against the wishes of my county Republican Party leadership, several Republican elected officials, and a Republican county commissioner, who all wanted to spend more money and keep the people's tax dollars in their pockets. As a 25-year-old first-term commissioner, it was tough going up against elected officials and party leadership who've been in their positions of power for decades. But I took them on and I won. During my second term as a commissioner, I took on my own party again. My two fellow Republican commissioners wanted to spend the county's entire rainy day fund and pass an unbalanced budget. I stood up to fight them and proposed my own balanced budget that cut spending and would keep the rainy day fund intact. This is one of the big things that distinguishes me from others in this race. I've proven time and time again that I'll fight my own party when they try to raise taxes and spend like there's no tomorrow. Since being elected to serve as Delaware County State Representative, I've stood up against the big spending liberal Democrats in Columbus. I fought Governor Richland and Speaker Bush when they passed a budget that included tax increases, fee increases, light rail, and the use of billions of dollars of one-time stimulus money. The Democrats' reckless budget will shut down more businesses, take more money out of the families' pockets, and make our state a less desirable place to live. I was one of the few who strongly spoke out against Governor Strickland's income tax increase. His tax increase pushes small businesses and entrepreneurs out of our state and only moves our state in the wrong direction. I'm going to fight the big spenders in both parties. You can take that to the bank. When I was elected as state representative, I was upset by more than 2-to-1 ratio by one of my opponents and beaten by nearly 25 points in a 4-way race. I've won all my past elections through hard work, and I'm going to continue to work hard to earn your vote. So far, my campaign has knocked on nearly 34,000 doors, and I've knocked on over 22,000 of those myself. I've hit more doors than any state representative or state senate candidate in the last 20 years for a single race. I'm not only a hard campaigner, but I'm also going to work hard for you and for my fellow Ohioans and our fellow Ohioans should I get elected. My colleagues in the State House acknowledge my work ethic when they selected me to be the first freshman state representative in Ohio's history to serve in the Ohio House leadership as their assistant minority whip. I'm a proven conservative and won't sit on the bench and watch when I'm serving in the Senate. I'm always going to be on the front lines, fighting for the values that we hold dear. In closing, I promise you that I'm going to stand up to the big spenders in both parties when they're doing the wrong thing. I also promise that I'm not going to be outworked by anybody. Thank you for inviting me here today, and I hope I can earn your vote on May the 4th.